to Charlotte, North Carolina. Bank of America Stadium as a couple teams square off in a game that is often filled with hijinks and fun. The Duke's Mayo Bowl. There's nothing quite like wrapping up the regular season with a bowl victory. It just leaves a good taste in your mouth going into the offseason. As we'll see, the runner-up from last year's national championship, the Notre Dame Fighting Irish, taking on a team from the Big Ten, the USC Trojans. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack, and Jesse Palmer with me. Guys, it's time to get it going. Kickoff team on the field, ready to start this postseason classic. He'll start the return inside his 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. So Notre Dame's offense will get the first crack at it here. Guys, it's been a long season. These two squads have had their fair share of battles, but today, David, they have a chance to end the season with a double.
And it's a little bit old school, right? With the bowl system, not as much to play for, but you get to put that uniform on again. And it should mean something. You had the bowl prep. You got to have some fun in a different city, Jesse. Now you get to go out and attack this game.
And it's another opportunity just to finish the season, right? To go out with a win. Both of these teams have taken this bowl game seriously. They've prepared. They feel like they're both ready to go. Winning this game is important to build momentum for next year, and also you want to send the seniors out with a double.
And with the completion out to the sideline, they'll pick up a couple. He'll get it across the 30-yard line. They'll mark him out of bounds at the 32 as this offense is trying to do some work. With a first down, they'll snap it from the 32. Use the play fake, now to throw. Just a short pass to the tight end. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
It's a really nice job by the defense staying disciplined there. The quarterback's trying to get it out on the right side. As soon as he makes the catch, though, down he goes. Really good job with the tackle.
Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Quarterback making adjustments. Looking to throw, it's Carr. Fires to the right. Right on the money. The defense got caught that time, and they finally get him on the ground at the 41.
Talking to this coaching staff, they felt they had matchups in the passing game that they could win, and they wanted to test this defense and see if they could take the top off. Well, you saw it right there. Opening drive of the game, they're being aggressive, they're taking a shot, and they come up with a big one. And trust me, fellas, they're going to keep taking those shots because they've got some dudes outside.
That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
And how about the timing of the linebacker on the blitz to get in the backfield and get the tackle for loss?
Is there anything better for a linebacker than to run on a blitz and nobody's home except the back?
Such a great feeling when the Moses parts the Red Sea and the hole opens up and you go fill it.
They'll go to work in the air on 2nd down. Zings it complete to the right. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down.
Slant routes, they're good against man coverage, but they're good against zone coverage too. If that receiver can find the soft spot between the linebacker and the DB, you'll take that throw all day.
The Irish will need to move the sticks on 3rd and long to keep this drive going. From the gun, wants to pass. Finds his big tight end. Turning it on. Perhaps a touchdown-saving tackle at the 17. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Notre Dame coming to the line with another first down. Trying to run, it's Love. Stopped at the 13-yard line as the drive continues. Second down coming up on this red zone opportunity. To the air, it's Carr. And the pass is incomplete, jarred loose by the hit.
Well, on the opening drive of the game, establishing a rhythm and a cadence offensively is really, really important. They've done some good things on this first drive to put them in this situation. Obviously, you just threw an incompletion on second down. Likely going to throw it again here right now. Quarterback has just got to settle in. Timing is important. Get rid of the ball on time. Trust your read and execute this passing play if you're throwing it.
He's got him. They'll make the stop about a yard short of the first down.
You know, that's one as a quarterback. You've thrown the completion, and you're like, dude, can you just turn around and make one guy miss and go get the first? Or can you just stretch out and get the first down? You need your guys to have a little bit more awareness where they are in the field on that play. And even though they got the completion, it's not enough to pick up the first. And now you're staring fourth down right in the face.
Yeah, and this is exactly how you want your opening drive to go. You want to get down the field. You want to get points, create some momentum. That run does it right there, and now set up with a goal-to-go situation, trying to really start this game off on a high note.
Try to barge their way in. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Notre Dame!
What a luxury for an offense to have. The ability to set the tone on the ground, giving that guy the football time after time, making offense easy, being physical, and really setting the tone for this football game.
Setting up for the extra point after the first score of the game. And the PAT makes it 7-0. They put it in the end zone with a 12-play scoring drive. And it was closed out by the short yardage touchdown. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Excellent job by the kick coverage team. A pretty minimal gain on that return. So USC's offense headed onto the field. Our first look at them today. Every team has impact players. What traits are you looking for when it comes to players who can make an impact, David?
Well, obviously, you want the main things, right? Speed, physicality, like all power, all those things are really, really good. But you also need guys that will hold people accountable, guys that will lead. And it's nice to have those guys on your team. They're the leaders of the team, and they're the best players.
And part of the reason why they're leaders is because these guys galvanize their teammates, right? We've seen time and time again, these dudes make plays, and it just sparks the sideline. It sparks the coaching staff. It sparks the fans. They're special players, and they all have to play well together.
The Trojans can really attack on this second and short. Back to throw, it's Mayava. Grab near the marker, it's Lemon. That'll be enough for a fresh set of downs. He gets it to the 32.
Well, your opponent scored on their opening drive, so obviously no need to panic. But I know, having been in this situation as a quarterback, you want to answer right away. So really good to see him making some nice throws here on their opening drive. He's going to try and see if he can get this thing tied up.
They'll snap this one from the 32. It's first down. Wants to go up top on first down. Finds his man. It's Straka. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain.
Quarterbacks love the short passing game early in games because it really helps them get into a rhythm. So a nice job by the offensive coordinator giving his quarterback an easy throw, something he can see, and something that he knows he can complete.
He wants to throw it again. The safe call on the wide receiver screen. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. Now facing a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Oh, they're after him. And a missed opportunity on 3rd down as the defense knocks it free, and 4th down is coming up.
Well, it's a great job by the back end of the defense that time, making up for what the front end of the defense couldn't do. The quarterback had all day to throw that ball, but it was the hit and coverage that forces the incompletion.
Wants to bring it back. He gets a block. Returns like that are why you don't settle for the fair catch if you don't have to. Picks up just a little bit of yards to help out the O. Notre Dame has the ball and ready to get moving. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead. Looking for space. It's Love. He'll take it up to the 45-yard line, and they stop him and knock him out of bounds.
Well, it's plays like that that'll help this offense stay in rhythm all game long. If you can have that kind of success on first down running the football, it just opens up your entire playbook moving forward.
Under fire. Under pressure, and down he goes at the 33.
That defender was not fooled at all by the play action. He never thought the offense was running the football. He had his ears pinned back, used his speed to get to the QB.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. Punts it out of the air. They've got it to the 49-yard line, and they'll move the chains.
Defense is about learning the plays. Third down, what do they like to do? How do they do it? So far, the offense having a little bit of success, but the defense now, you got to figure out what they're doing.
Notre Dame ready to go with another first down. Leaves it with the back. And the big defensive front wins the battle. No gain on that play.
Great job at contained by this defense. And in order to do that, the end man on the line of scrimmage defensively has got to be able to set the point and force the football back into traffic. And that's exactly what happened there.
Looking to throw, it's Carr. Makes the catch, it's Fields. Gets it all the way down to the 39-yard line. It'll be a first down.
Big-time play there in the passing game. That's important for Notre Dame, too, as a program, because we know they've always been able to run the football, and we've seen them in recent years get to the playoff. They've reached national championship games, but they haven't been able to pull it off. For this program to take the next step, they have to be more consistent and dynamic in the explosive passing game, and I think this guy gives them the opportunity to take the program to the next level.
We've come to the end of the period, and Notre Dame has the lead. And after that first quarter, let's see if these guys can get back in the game in the second. And here comes play number 6 of the drive. To the air on second down. The short hands, it's Pauly. And the defense had that one well covered, just a short gain there.
That's a good job by the drag route there, understanding its zone coverage. So instead of continuing to run across the field, he settles down into an open spot, making it easy for his quarterback.
On third and short, they'll try to pick it up on the ground here. They are on the move as they pick up the first down. They'll spot it at the 28.
And I just love when guys know exactly where the sticks are. You could tell, ran with purpose, finished through the sticks, and got just enough for the first down.
And a nice job up front, too, right? Good communication. Everybody knew where they had to go, hat on a hat, work the double teams, and get some push.
There he goes. Inside the 15, out of bounds at the 14-yard line. The offense looking for a score. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. The Irish relying on the running game to give them this fresh set of downs. Send the tight end in motion. They've marched to the red zone, and here they go. Fires toward the target. Touchdown, Irish! The finisher, the exclamation point on that drive. Look, it's still early, but we have some real distance being put on the scoreboard right now.
You do. It's early, but you got to find something positive. Right now, everything going in the other direction. So how are you going to respond when you've been hitting the mouth early in this football game? Got to find something positive quick.
So After getting into the end zone on that last drive, they're set to kick it away. And he takes this from inside the 5. This Trojan offense is ready to go back to work. This is when the pressure can ramp up a little bit on an offense, David, when they start feeling the heat to answer a score.
And I think being down 14, you can kind of feel that way. But, dude, if you put a good drive together, this is a 7-point game, so Palmer, no need to pay.
I was just going to say, David, I mean, this thing can flip quick. You go down, score, all of a sudden your defense gets a stop, or who knows, better yet, gets a turnover. This game is entirely different.
Trying play action. Here's the heat. Not exactly the ideal situation for this offense. 3rd and long, back up inside their 20. Back to throw, it's Mayava. Bought a little time, lets it go. With the catch, it's Lemon. He is not going to get there. Stopped short of the line to gain, and it'll be 4th down. And the Trojans will line up to punt it away. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. Makes a move. Little pressure on the coverage team there, and they'll stop him at the 47-yard line. Here come the Irish, back on offense. This has been exactly the way you draw things up, David. The offense has really been moving the football.
And it's been great execution. They've done exactly what they've wanted to do. Build the lead. Now Palmer's a different animal. Now you got to protect it.
You can tell they were paying attention in practice this week in the film room because they have gone out everybody right now.
Oh, he's got some space. Dragged down at the 43, but they've got it in enemy territory. They picked up 10 and give him a 1st down. That big pickup on what they call the drag route, but if you hit it on time, you can hit the turbo boosters.
And you've got to be accurate on the throw, too, Reese. Nice job by the QB there, putting it out in front of his receiver to make an easy catch and then advance it.
Just what this offense was looking for. Sets him up at the 26 with the 1st down.
Defense is going to have their hands full trying to get this guy on the ground, man. He's got some serious moves once he has the ball in his hands.
Setting up for a 1st and 10 from the 26. Running to the left. Breaks the tackle. Didn't get much done on that run. He'll fight his way out and maybe pick up a yard.
I think one of the biggest keys in stopping these big physical running backs is you can never let them get momentum running downhill, and I think that was a big factor on that play. They didn't get him right away. He was able to break a tackle, but he couldn't get the speed going, and as a result, he's going backwards. That's a big TFL for the defense.
Back to pass, it's Carr. Bringing the heat. And that's going to fall to the ground incomplete. That was a physical matchup there. 3rd down coming.
Hey, man, if you're going to force incompletions when the QB's throwing the tight end, you better be physical. Nice job with the hit, forcing that incompletion.
Notre Dame facing a 3rd and long, trying to keep this drive alive. Fakes the grab. He goes out of bounds right at the 10-yard line, and the offense can smell the touchdown from here.
Well, we know this guy is special, and because of that, his quarterback is looking to him on critical down and distances. There on that 3rd down, there was no question. It wouldn't have mattered if he was single covered, double covered, man, zone. That's where he was going with it, and the big-time playmaker outside picks up the 1st.
Going to work on 2nd down, and the red zone is still some ground to cover to pick up that 1st down. Now the play fake. Looking for the score. Touchdown, Fighting Irish. Grab the short pass to put the 6 on the board. You
get down here on this part of the field and the field shrinks so much, you play so aggressive and you're playing all eyeballs on the run and a nice sleight of hand by the offense. Bring out the play action. He hits his guy right behind where the guys are supposed to be. They come up to play the run, out of position, touchdown for the offense.
The kick is up and good and put one more on the lead. They went 54 yards on that last touchdown drive. And they capped the drive with a 4-yard touchdown pass. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. On the run from inside his own 5. And good work by the coverage team to knock down the return man. And guys, USC has the ball back and sending the offense onto the field. Trailing by 3 touchdowns. If you're going to get back in it, David, the time to start is right now.
Got to start now. Defense giving up points on that last possession. Again, the offense is going to have to score, and Jesse probably scored pretty quickly.
Yeah, you got to go tempo. You're going to have to try to fit in as many plays as you can throughout the rest of this game. But I think more than that, you got to eliminate the negative plays. No more penalties and no more turnovers.
Here comes the offense on 2nd down. Dropping back, it's Mayava. Caught over the middle, it's Lemon. Didn't pick up a lot there, moved it forward just a few. The Trojans come to the line in the hurry-up. They're going to go to the air on 3rd and short. Makes the catch. They get him stopped at the 26, but that'll be enough for this offense to go to work on 1st down. Just keep slinging it. Unloads to the right. Or did he find a hole in that secondary? Rips the field in an instant, and he has it down to the 25-yard line.
I know this isn't the start the offense wanted. They don't have any points so far in this game, but sometimes it just takes one explosive play to turn things around. And after that beautiful completion deep for the offense, that should give them a little confidence, a little momentum. They've now got us to be able to score points on this drive.
And, man, it's nice to have a guy that is just better than your guys. And no matter what play you call, man, how about him getting in the backfield quick, penetrating, using his quickness, and using his strength to get him to the ground? That is a ball.
Grabbed in the middle, it's Lane. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks.
I think this receiver's forte is his route running. He's a guy that can line up all over the field, but it's not just catching post routes and goes. This guy can run shallows, he can run slants, he can run the option routes and find soft spots in the defense. This guy really has all the routes in his toolbox.
Under fire. Couldn't find a man and just had to throw it away to avoid a negative play.
They've done a nice job marching the football down the field to get into this position in the red zone. You throw an incomplete on 3rd down, so the question now, are you going for a touchdown, try to pay this drive off, or are you just going to take the points?
That thing would have hit a string in the middle of the uprights. Perfect.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but, man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
On the move from inside his 5. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. Notre Dame has the ball and ready to get moving. They've been nothing short of spectacular so far. 3 drives, 3 touchdowns, and they'll try to make it 4 for 4. This late in the half, here's the question. How aggressive will the play calling be? That's caught. It's Fields. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there and still a little ground to cover to pick up the 1st. Clock winding towards 0. They'll get one more snap off. Back to pass. It's Carr. He's going to take off. He gets the job done, picking up the 1st down, then getting down. That's the end of the 2nd quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update.
Guys, on paper, we wondered what this matchup might look like. And through 2 quarters of ball in the Dukes-Mayo kickoff game, it's been an ideal way to tee up the new season. And it's been a dynamite first half, leading to a one-sided score right now. It's not over, but I think both sides know this is on the verge of a blowout. That opposing defense is inside its locker room right now wondering 2 things. What just happened, and what do we do now to try to make this respectable? With that said, let's send it back to Reese and the guys for the second half in the Dukes-Mayo Bowl.
Thanks for that halftime report, Kevin. game will kick it off to start the second half. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. And the coverage team able to make the tackle. This Trojan offense is ready to go back to work. And sort of an ugly first half, honestly, but the deficit's still manageable if they want to wrap up this season with a bowl win.
This is a team I know that takes a lot of pride, and I'm sure at halftime in the locker room, David, there was some shouting going on. They need to get themselves motivated and ready to go, because they're not out of this game.
Yeah, and when you get that shouting and you get the quarreling amongst each other, you get some motivation. You need something good to happen early. This first possession, get the football, go make something happen, create some momentum.
They make the stop, and he'll have enough yardage for a first down.
Well, you got to be able to turn the page quickly on defense. Just gave up a first down on the ground, but here...
He's loose down the left side. Past the 30. Past the 10. And he just kept running, and he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Southern Cal!
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. If this quarterback gets through his progression, David, gets you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy. The connection between quarterback, wide receiver, you can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Here come the Irish back on offense. This lead that they've been working with has dwindled to 2 possessions, and now they'll try to find a little breathing room on this drive. Tried to move that pile forward. He maybe gets 2. He's down at the 21.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground, take away that run game, make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
Wants to fire on second down. Now adjusting. Unleashes one. And he really needed to hold on to that one, but it was not loose, and third down is coming.
My job is to make sure that ball comes loose, and I got to go through that guy, use my shoulder pad, drive my feet, really be physical, because if he bobbles it at all, or as soon as his hand gets to the ball, you can tell the difference when that body jerks forward and that ball starts to come loose and pop out.
That's why it's so important for this defense to win first and second down. You set up third and longs like that, you can show your exotic looks, you can get the pass rush going, everybody on the back end expecting throw, and that's how you force incompletions and force fourth downs.
They booted away on fourth down.
Personal foul. Roughing the kicker. Defense.
The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. So the offense keeps this drive alive thanks to the roughing the punter penalty. Coming out on first down with the play fake. Fires on the move. Makes the catch. It's Flanagan. Knocked out of bounds after a good gain on that one. They'll spot it at the 43.
It's a nice play call there. You've got 2 possession lead. You're trying to keep the defense guessing, right? Because you've got that lead. They know you're going to run it, but you still have got to be able to sprinkle in some shot plays and some vertical throws. That was really good thinking on that last play call by the offense.
They just keep firing. Finds his tight end. And a good job of coverage by that defense. Just a short pickup.
How about that? Just really nice catch by the big tight end. Throwing those mitts up there, catching the football.
Clock ticks across the 4-minute mark here in the third. They go to the ground. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
Great job by the defense. Everybody firing off the ball, hitting their guys, holding their gaps, running to the football, nowhere to go.
The Irish will need to move the sticks on third and long to keep this drive going. From the gun, wants to pass. Firing to the right, complete. And you can see the offense just feeling itself. They've got it down to the 21.
The defense has got to be able to make a play at some point here in the second half. You're down 2 possessions. You need to steal a possession badly. You need to have a takeaway. The coverage is going to have to be way tighter.
Got enough space. He rumbles all the way down to the 2-yard line. He gave him a little bit of everything on that one. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. After coming up with back-to-back explosive plays, here they are, 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. He's knocked down a couple of yards behind the line of scrimmage.
Love the job by the defense here with their eye discipline. That's an RPO. It can be tricky to locate the football, but they found the running back quickly. Those linebackers and DBs really came screaming down to the line of scrimmage to make that stop.
Back to pass on 2nd down. Takes a hit as he fires. Throw to the end zone. It's picked off.
And this safety is a ball hawk. He's a playmaker. Not only have we seen him get involved in the running game and make tackles playing downfield, but he plays the center field position as well as anybody in college football, and you saw it right there.
Looking for a crease. It's Sanders. Taking it the other way. Makes a pass to Marker. He's all the way across the 40. They'll mark him out of bounds at the 41 in the running game, getting it done.
And how about the running back, man? Rips off a big play. This offense creates some momentum, and what do? They keep their foot on the gas, right back on the football to try to keep this offense rolling.
Looking downfield, it's Mayava. Catch in the middle, it's Strachan. That's about as close as you can get to that marker, and it will be 2nd and just a few breaths away from the 1st down.
That's why the bullet pass is so important. Sometimes these defenses, they don't give you big windows to throw into, and you want to take that chance, but you cannot lob that football down the field and get it in there. Nice use of the bullet pass, my friend.
Caught near the sticks. It's Strachan. Good job running that route to get past the sticks because he got nothing after the catch. And the Trojans come to the line with a fresh set of downs. That's reeled in. It's Lane. They finally get him on the ground, and this junior turning in a big play after the catch. The Trojans racing to the line in the hurry-up. Looking downfield on 1st down. Catch in the middle. It's Strachan. They get it down to the 7 on that pass play in prime position for a score.
Now, you've seen the evolution of these slot receivers. They're just matchup nightmares. They're hard to get your hand on. A lot of times, they're off the football. You can't jam them. These guys are so productive, and offenses really feature their best players most time in those slot positions.
And the pass is incomplete thanks to a big hit.
And a really great job by the defense adjusting now, because on this drive, this quarterback has found his guy a few times, and now the defense is saying, we are double covering him. You might throw it somewhere else, but that guy is not going to make the catch.
Another incompletion on 3rd down. And they'll send the field goal team back out for the 2nd time tonight. Right on target the 1st time. Now he'll try another from 24 yards out. Splits the uprights. Good. That'll make it a 1-possession game. The lead is 8. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. After that last field goal drive, they're set to kick it away. He'll start the return inside his 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. This drive will start from the 19-yard line. Off the play fake on 1st down, wants to throw. He'll get rid of it. Got his man all by himself. Got a lot of room to the right. He's at the 20. Touchdown, Notre Dame. He got a step and just dusted the field.
Man, football, there is so many weapons now with small slots and big wide receivers. And then you got the tight ends now that have the speed to catch the football, chew up ground, and get to the end zone and make those big plays like he did right here.
And with the extra point, they move on top by 15. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. The returner will field it and try to set up his offense in great field position. And they'll get him on the ground as the offense comes out to start the next drive. And guys, USC has the ball back and sending the offense onto the field. They had to settle for the chip shot field goal last time, Jesse. They'd love for this one to pay off bigger.
Yeah, it just comes down to execution.
And he will be sacked at the 6-yard line.
And a great job by the defense, dropping in zone coverage, all eyes on the quarterback, taking away the options, and then finally the pass rush gets home, gets him on the ground.
And the Trojans trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Leaves it with the running back. Breaks into the open. They'll wrestle him down just short of the first down. I don't even think they're going to bring out the chains to measure this one. And this offense just can't afford not to get the first down here. Already trailing big, and the clock is not their friend.
And after your defense just went out there and gave up a touchdown and let them build the lead more, you really need to come out with this drive and answer. And the running game is not in. They were ready for that. Gonna have to create some explosive plays through the passing game.
He's got great speed. He was hoping for a little more running room, but they're able to get him down at the 45. And they'll get off one more play before the end of the quarter. Wants to throw on first down. That's caught. It's Bauman. There to make the tackle, and with that, we'll head to the fourth quarter. Guys, we've come to the end of the quarter, and Notre Dame has the lead. They built a comfortable lead after 3 quarters of play. Let's take a look at how we got here. One more quarter to play, and it might be unlikely, but hey, it's college football. Facts happen. They had a chance to mull things over. Let's see how they start the final period here on second down. To the air, it's Hebert. Got his man on the right. And he's brought down after a nice gain. This freshman quarterback is slinging it out there to pick up that first down. I don't think he was the primary receiver on the play, but when you get that open, you become the primary target.
You ain't lying, and a great job. Credit to the quarterback seeing it, because you have your primary guy you want to go to first. He sees him wide open, delivers the strike. That's the guy you should hit, the guy that's open. Don't get hung up on that first guy all the time.
Makes the catch along the sidelines and steps out of bounds. Notre Dame trying to keep this drive moving on second and short. Wide receiver comes in motion. Touch pass on the jet sweep. He's there to make the stop, and they threw it in reverse, losing yardage on that play.
The first thing you have to do to make these plays successful offensively is I have to block the edge. I got to get my speedster in space. They didn't do a good job of getting that guy out there in space where he could really use his jets. Nice job by the defense understanding it, seeing it, rallying to it, and tackling that guy for a loss.
He's got the back in the middle. That's not quite going to be enough as they stop him 4 yards short of the marker.
A nice job of awareness on defense there on that third down. You know, you're expecting the offense to throw the football, but it's not just going to be receivers or tight ends you got to worry about. You got to keep your eye on where that running back is. They knew exactly where he would be, and they were able to make the tackle setting up for him.
The big tight end makes the grab, first down, still on his feet. The chains will move, and they'll have 1st and 10 from inside the red zone at the 18.
And how about that on 4th down, and they got to throw the football. They make the play in a big-time moment. Nice job by the offense, getting this a little bit closer to the finish line.
Fighting off the defender.
And a nice second effort by the back to break a tackle. But how about those defensive backs willing to come up, stick their face in the fan, and make a tackle?
Those are the best run defenses, too, right? It's not just D-linemen and linebackers getting all the plays, but it's DBs that are willing to not just cover, but tackle back.
Touchdown, Aaron! And the route is on.
And how about everyone getting involved, getting the big tight end involved? This offense has done an unbelievable job scoring points. This defense has had no answers. Just keep it rolling, offense.
And they tack on the extra point. It's 35-13. Kickoff unit getting some extra work as this lead has really grown. Here he comes from inside his own 5. And the return man is stopped, and that'll leave it up to the offense on the next drive. This Trojan offense is ready to go back to work. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, hoping for better fortune this time around. To the air, it's Mayava. Unloads to the wideout. Got it in the middle, it's Lemon. Coming out, attacking from deep in their own end, and they're out at the 26 with a first down.
And this offense is going to have to catch some breaks, man. They're going to have to make some big plays. They're going to have to push the ball down the field, break some tackles, hit some home runs, down 3 possessions in the 4th quarter. They're going to have to do everything right.
The Trojans in the hurry-up.
And this defense has really done a good job containing this superstar quarterback. But now it's the big-time moment. In the 4th quarter, you know the ball's going to be in his hands. Got to get to him. Got to ruffle his feathers, hit him a few times, make him feel uncomfortable.
And defensively, this is exactly what you want, right? You got the big lead, so you can play big zone coverages. Just keep the ball in front of you. Keep your eye on the quarterback. Rally to the football. Gang tackle. You're going to win this game.
They'll snap it from the 48 on 3rd and short. From the gun, wants to pass. He's going to let one fly down the middle. And they can't hook up on the big play, and that brings up a 4th down.
And it's just been that kind of day for this quarterback and this offense, guys. They have never been able to get into a rhythm throwing the football. Timing's been off. Accuracy hasn't been great. We've seen some drops, just not in sync, and that's why they find themselves trailing by a lot right here late in the game.
He's not afraid to go deep. Big man has it. It's a first down and more. What a play there, and he rips off a big one all the way to the 16-yard line. They're threatening to score, and they'll throw it. Into the end zone. Touchdown, USC. Made the grab in the end zone for the score.
This guy is such a weapon for this offense, especially down in the red area. Because of his speed and his size, he's a nice target right there on the post. You see him. It's just really hard to box him out and prevent him from catching the football. Good decision by the QB, and it result.
And it'll be intercepted in the end zone. He took that baby all the way to the house. A pick 2, as it were. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. They're down big, but they'll keep fighting to the bitter end and line up for the onside kick here. He's at the 40. The ball and ready to get moving. This offense has really been clicking in the game so far, Jesse.
No doubt. Everything their play caller is dialing up, these guys offensively have been able to go out and execute.
Yeah, and it's just maintaining the lead. Keep doing what you've been doing. You got a big lead. Let's just keep piling it on until they find an answer.
We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and they have this game in hand right now. But we'll see just how aggressive they want to be on offense. Ball spotted at the 27. It's 1st and 10. Looking downfield is Hebert. Quarterback needs to make a better throw there. Incomplete. Well, we are winding it down, guys. Only a few more plays left in this season, and also wrapping up a really outstanding performance for this offense.
Yeah, and they're sending out the seniors on the right foot. Guys, we've seen a lot of great football. There have been so many tremendous moments and individual efforts, David. This is a year in college football I know I'll never forget.
Won't forget it. Loved working with you guys. Loved being in the booth. Loved covering these football games. I'll tell you what, a lot of excitement in college football surrounding the sport, man. Let's just keep loving on it.
Notre Dame facing a 3rd and long, trying to keep this drive alive. Quarterback may change this route. 3rd and long, and he'll try to throw for it. And the incomplete pass will bring up 4th down. They'll try to put 3 on the board as the field goal unit comes on. And this one will be a 40-yard try from the left hash. And he had plenty of leg and kept it just straight enough to use that right upright to get it through. And now the lead is extended a little further. That lead just keeps getting fatter, and this kickoff team doing a little running. And he takes this from inside the 5. Good news, I guess. A lot of room to work with as they start this drive from their own 15. Looking to throw on 1st down. Quickly to the tight end. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that 1st down marker. Back to pass. Makes the grab. It's Lemon. The offense wastes no time getting the timeout called. They'll snap it from the 26 on 1st down. Dropping back, it's Mayava. Fires to the wideout. Intercepted, and the defense has set him up. He goes down after the short return, but what a play to get the football back. Here come the Irish, back on offense. And now one of the most satisfying moments in football, just watching that clock drain away while you have control of the ball, Jesse.
And this is definitely one of the best play callers, right, for an offensive coordinator. Getting ready to go into victory formation. So many good things happened today. It seemed like everything he was dialing today, David, ended up working out.
No doubt. They put a lot of highlights together, put a great offensive game together, complete football game. They get the win. On to next week.
Wants to go up top. Fires to the big fella. He's got enough for the 1st down, and that ought to do it. They ought to be able to run out the clock from here.
You know, tight ends are such matchup nightmares and problems for defense. They're too big for DBs to cover, and they're too fast for linebackers to cover. You saw it right there.
Working that left side. And it's complete at the 6. Defense right there, but now they're backed up with a goal-to-go situation.
This is so interesting right now, watching this offense stay aggressive. They've got the lead in the 4th quarter, and you're thinking at home, we got to just run the ball and try to bleed the clock. They found something on defense they're taking advantage of. 2 straight completions. I won't be surprised if they throw it again.
And while this game is all but decided, the offense's job is to score. So they might try to score again. Lets it fly. Fires into traffic. It's picked off. Good gain on the return, and this defense has set them up with a big play.
And what a great job by the defense that time. Cover one, man coverage, and did you see how everybody was impressed? When you press receivers, you disrupt their timing. You get your hands on them at the line of scrimmage. You jam them, and it completely disrupts the quarterback and his thought process, and that time, that was a big reason that ball got INT.
He gets it past the 25-yard line and finally knocked out of bounds at the 27. Offense will try to get some momentum going on 1st and 10. Looking for a man. It's Mayava. Grabbed over the middle. It's Strachan. Timeout called by the offense. We have 18 seconds left.
That receiver found the open space in the zone coverage, and as a defense, honestly, you just throw your hands up on that because they covered it pretty well. It was just a good play call and really nice execution.
They'll throw it to the back on the screen. The offense uses a timeout. 15 seconds left to play.
Hey, on offense, you got to know when the play's over. That one there, nowhere to go with it after he caught the football. You start trying to juke guys. You start trying to run backward. This ain't high school anymore. I mean, you used to be able to make that play years ago. You're not doing it here in big-time college football, though. Not good.
And this is just one of those days, man, where everything has gone wrong, right? Like they just haven't been in a rhythm. They haven't got it going and never built the momentum. This is one of those days that you learn from, you try to grow from. A lot of things that we're going to show in the film room that people aren't going to like, but hopefully you can learn from it and do better next time.
And the Trojans will punt this one away. 4th time tonight we've seen this guy come on to punt. Fields to punt and try to pick up some yards. They'll bring him down. The clock is at 0, and that is how this one will wrap up.